everyone, it's Lisa and today is Monday, and right now you can probably hear I've got so much stuff going on. I've got the news on, the dryer's going, John's been on his computer. So today I did this look, which is similar to my bronzy look, maybe not quite as bronzy, but I used different products, different foundation, a really pretty bronzer, and then I wanted to do a pink lip, and I wanted to do a pink burgundy rose pink type eye. And so that's what I did, and it's going to be kind of all over the place because everything's been going on, but I think it'll be okay. And then I'll do a voiceover to tell you exactly what I'm doing. And one thing I wanted to tell you too, I'm wearing my Sheila Fajl hoops today. She is doing a sale on her website. She just texted me 20% off of everything on her website, and the code is social but not, and so I'll put that down below. And my ring is Miranda Fry. It's one of my favorites. I love how it's like flush like that. And then my nail polish is a happy one, and it's, I thought last night I'm going to put on a funky color that is like so summertime. And I had already used Rose Among Thorns, so I put on Bikini So Teeny from Essie. So I hope you guys are doing okay, and I will probably see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Okay guys, here we go. Let's see, I'm starting out today with the Charlotte Tilbury, the corrector. And this is the color Fair. And I just put it under my eyes, and then of course I always have the same little breakout around my mouth. I think it's part of that perioral dermatitis or whatever. So I'm just showing you how good this works if you have dark circles, and it really is so thin and gives the best coverage. And then this was something I used today. I probably didn't need to, but I just wanted to try it out. It's the No. 5 Flawless Filter, and I just wanted to see if it would, how much it would come through, and if it would really add some bronziness to the foundation. But I think the foundation was probably bronzy enough on its own, but I just wanted to try it. But that really does give a lot of bronzy coverage. Okay, and this is the new Estee Lauder Futurist foundation. I mixed Tawny and Ivory Beige together on the back of my hand. And I'm just kind of spreading it out evenly. It is a beautiful foundation. There's just not quite as many colors, and that's it mixed together. So I'm so quick. I'm just mixing it and blending it on my face. But you can see I probably didn't need that flawless filter underneath. It's pretty tawny already. And that is the little double-sided It brush. And then today I brought out my Tarte ShapeTape in light medium. I like to put it on the back of my hand and then kind of rub it in and then use it. And the reason I thought of using this is because the Chanel, I'm not talking to you. The foundation just seemed so glowy that I thought a drier concealer might work best on this. Chanel is right up here staring at the computer. She's trying to figure out who I am talking to. So I'm just kind of using that around my nose, mouth, and I'll probably go up on my forehead a little bit. And I think it would have looked better if this was a little bit more warm and not as neutral. But I was just doing a simple get ready with me, nothing, just kind of experimenting. I was going to try some new things. And I decided to just go ahead and use that as my eyeshadow base because the Tarte ShapeTape does dry down. Okay, for my lips, that is the L'Oreal Mastermind lip liner. I wanted to use MAC Creme Cup, and so I was trying to think of something kind of neutral that would go with that. So that's MAC Creme Cup, probably one of my all-time favorite pink lipsticks. You just can't go wrong with that. And so I wanted to add a little bit of sparkle, so I took a little bit of the Bobbi Brown Bare Sparkle. It's a very shimmery lip gloss, and just put it on over to bring everything together. If you want it more pink, I would just use a pinker lip liner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury highlight wand that I'm just going to blend into the tops of my cheeks. Very pretty. I think all of you would like this. It's a really good product. And then this is the contour wand. I loved it so much yesterday when I used it. I wanted to use it again. And then today, I can't remember how I used it, how I blended it last time, but today I just used that same IT Cosmetics brush, and it's so beautiful, and it is so easy to use. It's so much easier than most of the sticks. If you're wanting to try something like that, I think that would really be something easy for you to try. And I love how it doesn't remove what you're using underneath it. So let's see what I'm doing. Okay, this is the Jouer bronzer, but I decided to do something first. I thought, well, I need to set everything. So this is that beautiful, probably my favorite banana powder I've ever used, which is the Rhodial. It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous banana powder. And so I'm using that with the Hourglass brush up underneath my eyes, around my nose, everywhere I put the foundation or the concealer. I'm going to put that. It's just so pretty. And then for the rest of the face, I used that YSL all over, I'll list it down below. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's kind of like a glow powder, all over glow powder. Okay, now I'm using the Jouer Bronzer Duo. And in my mind, I'm thinking, woo, that is a lot of bronze. So this is really a good one for a bronzy look. And I'm just blending it in with the other side. And then going along my jawline. Beautiful, beautiful bronzer. And then I'm going with the lighter side on the tops of my cheeks a little bit. And then I think I'm going to bust out my blush palette of the Jouer blushes. And I'll put the exact name of that one below. Just gorgeous blushes. I don't think you can go wrong with any of the, really any of the Jouer products. I think the only thing I've ever tried, and that's just because, oh, I was saying how much I love those. The only thing I've ever tried and didn't like was the concealer, and that's because I just got, mine was just too light. Okay, I am trying today the Taupe Anastasia Brow Pomade. Brooke had it, and so I asked her if I could try it, and I really did like it. To finish off my eyebrows. I barely had to do anything, and I did not use a brow setter or gel after I did this because that Anastasia brow pomade stuff really, you know, seems to last. But I did like the color. So I'm just running what's left through my brows. And now we are going to use the Huda Nude palette, which is really a very pinky, burgundy wine type nude palette. And I'm using a Morphe brush, and I'm just using the card that comes in the palette to kind of start my shape. And I believe that color, I believe it's called Teddy, but I will put the names of the colors that I use down below. And I'm taking just a BK Beauty brush and just blending that out. Softening the edges a little bit because it was a little bit more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. Then I'm using the same color underneath, kind of blown out, and then kind of connecting it on the outside. And now I'm trying to evaluate where I want to go next. Okay, I'm going to use a lighter pink, just a matte light pink on the lids. And in the inner corner, doesn't have any sparkle. And then I was trying some of those crazy looking marbly shimmery colors, and not really a lot came out of that. I've never found the best way to use this palette. Okay, now I'm thinking I want a little bit of just a bronze or a brown in the crease. So I'm using, I think that, yeah, the lighter side of that bronzer, just to give me a little bit more depth in the crease. Okay, now I'm going in with the Urban Decay Bourbon liner, which is the prettiest brown liner. It is just so pretty, and I try to just really rub it in the lashes, not necessarily all over the waterline, and it will just stay all day. And then I thought, wow, I wonder if this will look good as a top liner too. But it's just hard for me to get away from my darker liners. But if you would like to do that, I think it did look pretty. My eyes are so round, it's hard to get a good line going over my eyelids. But I knew it would be a good base, if nothing else. So I pulled out the Scott Barnes palette and grabbed a brown, and I was hoping this would, you know, kind of go on a little bit better. And if you see me talking, I'm talking to John. You'll see him walking around pretty soon. I was hoping that dark brown shadow might be enough for me to do a wing liner, but I could see right from the beginning it wasn't going to be. So I just kind of used it to try to perfect that bourbon liner. And really, when you do these layers, it makes it look prettier when you do end up using your liquid liner. Okay, this is the DIOR brown liner pen. It's real dark brown. It's really pretty. And I was going to go ahead and come way out with my wing again today. Maybe not quite as much as my last look, but and of course the battle of getting them to match. And then putting this dark color right down by the lashes. I think I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to just leave it like that, and then I decided to mess with it even more. And then I had to mess with that one some more. And now while I'm trying to do this, I will go ahead and tell you I did start off with the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Under Eye Cream and the Banana Bright Primer, which both of these I really like. Okay, now I just am using a pointed Q-tip. I think I had just put it in my makeup wipe, and just trying to perfect that edge. I end up doing that, I would say, at least every other time I do wings. Here's John, getting ready to go to work. And I'm using the Grande Lash Mascara, which is so nice. It's really good. I'm curious how much that compares to the serum for helping your eyelashes grow. Okay, done with that. I didn't think you guys wanted to watch me do that. I was telling you how good that is. Okay, I'm just using the same Red Cherry 43 eyelashes. And just kind of setting them down. I'm talking to John before he leaves for work. It's funny when you watch yourself talk. It's not what you think. And of course I'm using the Duo Dark glue. And getting my lashes situated. Sorry, I probably should have double timed this. Okay, I'm going back to that palette, but right when I was in the middle of this, I didn't realize my camera had cut off. So what you see me do on the first eye is what I did on the second eye too. I always like to go in with a darker color and give a good accent to the edge. And when you've worked most of it off your brush, then swing it around. So that's what I did. I thought it was maybe a little too glowy, so I took some of the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder in number 2 and got rid of a lot of the shine. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave any requests down below, and I will probably see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.